What is going on, everybody? Nick Gallo DPT here, and today we're going to look at the unboxing and the assembly of the Rogue Echo bike. If you like today's video, please hit that subscribe button and also give this video a like because I will be posting more content about it. Now here's the box that the bike is going to come in. It's not a huge box, only about 4 feet tall, but one thing to be mindful of is the product is listed at 127 pounds, so there is a correct way to open it. One thing I suggest doing is just going around the box, making sure there's no damages, nothing visibly broken, just to make sure everything is okay. If you're not seeing anything broken or any holes or anything like that, you can go ahead and make your way to the top of the box. Here are the specific unboxing instructions. They show you step by step how to go ahead and take everything out. Be sure to gently let the box come down and don't let it slam because there are pieces that can break. Once the box is down, you can grab a pair of scissors or something to cut off these plastic things. Once you have the box in the right place, you will see the top marked top facing upward. The next step is to go ahead and cut open the top, and you're going to go ahead and flip it open like so. The bike should already be wrapped in plastic, and these two very large foam pieces should be holding everything in place. If everything looks like it does here, then we're ready to move on to the next step. On both ends of the box, you're going to have these vertical lines which show you exactly where to cut. Now go ahead and grab a pair of scissors or a razor blade, whatever you prefer. Just be careful not to poke the blade too far through because you don't want to damage anything on the inside. Once everything is cut, you can begin to peel the box away, and everything should look like this so far. All of the pieces and tools should be wrapped up nice and tight. There shouldn't be anything loose, and it's important to just inspect everything to make sure nothing has been damaged on the trip. Here's where the tools and the instructions are located. Go ahead and unwrap the plastic, but be sure to keep the two foam pieces together for now. Here are the tools and instructions that the Rogue bike comes with. It's great because you don't need any additional tools to put it together. Go ahead and put the tools and the instructions in a safe place and remove those foam pieces out of the way. You can discard the remainder of the box and just have the bike available as shown. Once out of the box, the bike should look like this, wrapped in plastic and everything assembled. It's important to have the other pieces close by because we will need them. Now go ahead and grab the screwdriver that came with the tools, and you're going to want to unscrew the screws in the front from this temporary support tube. Once you do that, you can go ahead and remove it. Now find the base front foot with the wheels on it, and you want to position it like so that both holes line up perfectly. Now you're going to take a screw that came with the kit and set it up with a lock washer and normal washer as shown. Go ahead and place the screw into the hole and tighten it briefly with your hands. Now go ahead and grab the Allen wrench that came with the kit and tighten it fully. Once you've done this on both sides, just go ahead and take a quick look, make sure nothing's loose. If everything is nice and tight, then you can go ahead and proceed on to the next step. Now take the base rear foot with the logo facing outwards and place it as shown. Once again, make sure the holes are fully aligned so that the screw can be tightened to its maximal torque. Using the same screw, lock washer, and washer combo as the front, go ahead and begin to screw it in on both sides. Once you've done both, your setup should look exactly like this. The next step is the pedal installation. The right pedal is marked with a red R, the left pedal is marked with a black L. The process is the same for both sides, but I'm just going to show the right side. Hold the right pedal as shown and begin to tighten it by turning it clockwise. While doing the right side, it is a clockwise rotation that tightens it, but it's important to remember that when doing the left side, you must turn it counterclockwise in order to make it tight. When you can no longer tighten it by hand, grab the wrench that came with the set and begin to tighten it fully. Keep tightening the pedal and make sure that there is no looseness with your hands because these will take a lot of the beating when it comes to doing your workouts. Repeat the same steps on the left side and your setup should look like this so far. The next piece to attach to the bike is the console mounting arm. There's a cable that needs to run fully through the arm. The top here will attach to the console, whereas the bottom piece is going to attach to right above the fan. The first step is to take the bottom piece of the cable near the base of the arm and hook that up to the bike itself. Once you've done that, it is completely normal to have a lot of excess cable. The remainder of the cable is going to stay inside the arm. Just be careful not to squish it down too much when tightening down to the bike. Go ahead and position the arm as shown so that both holes line up perfectly and you can begin to tighten it down. We're going to need a screw on the right and a screw on the left as shown to firmly secure the arm to the bike. You can begin by tightening the screw with your fingers and then firmly tightening it to the bike by using the Allen wrench. Once one side is complete, go ahead and perform the same steps on the other side. With the arm fully mounted, the next step is to take out the console and attach that. Take the console out of the box and inspect the screen for cracks. Next, flip the console over and you'll see the screws that will be used for mounting. There is one more screw present to hold in the batteries to power the console. Fortunately, batteries are included. Go ahead and unscrew the 4 mounting screws and keep them in a safe place because we will use them in a moment. Since the console was already in this position, I unscrewed the screw for the batteries and installed the batteries as well. Once the batteries are in place, go ahead and screw back in the screw to make sure that they stay secure. Once the batteries are installed, go ahead and flip the console over and turn it on to make sure it works. The next step is to mount the console to the arm that we installed earlier. Like before, you need to connect the cable first before you proceed. Once attached, the excess cable will go back into the arm. Just be careful not to squish it too much as you feed the remainder into the arm. With the console in place and all 4 holes lining up properly, you can begin to screw the console to the arm. Make sure the screws are in tight, but do not over tighten them. Doing so may damage the console itself. When you are finished, the back of the console should look just like this. When you're finished, take a step back from the bike and make sure it looks exactly like shown, with the pedals, the base, and the console all attached. Next, we will attach the arms to the bike. The arms are marked right and left, with this one being the right arm with a red R. There are some instructions on the bottom here about how to properly attach it to the bike. Before attaching the arms, it's important to take care of the foot pegs. This is done by removing the plastic piece off of the screw part that will screw into the bike. This is done by holding the plastic piece with your fingers and using the Allen wrench from before. Once the plastic piece is off, be sure to include a washer right over the screw portion. This is the white line on the bike that needs to match up with the slot on the arm. The slot is shown right here. Take the arm and place it on as shown. You will notice that the arm is still very loose, allowing it to move from side to side. This is because it is not perfectly lined up and not on all the way. Once lined up perfectly, go ahead and force it on in the proper place. Here you can see the arm is tight and secure and is not moving around like before. Next, take the foot peg that you prepared earlier and screw it on using the Allen wrench. Tighten it all the way and make sure it is secure. Next, you need to secure the arms to the bike using the bolts that are provided. Each arm requires 2 bolts and they need to be fastened as shown. Tighten the bolt using the Allen wrench and the other wrench in order to provide maximal stability. Once one bolt is secured, be sure to do that on the other side. Once you're finished, be sure to do the same steps for the other arm and the bike is complete. Your bike should look like it does here. Go ahead and give it a few test pushes to make sure everything is secure. And that is it. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you liked today's video, please subscribe again, give me a like, and I'll see you next time.